Good morning and welcome to yet another edition of Nerd House, where we share, we grow, and we are inspired. Today in the hot seat, we've got Mr. Sambulo Mathebula, the Deputy Director for International Relations at the Department of Economic Development. And I have a few questions, and I'm hoping he's going to answer them for me. Firstly, welcome and thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Only a pleasure, only a pleasure. It's going to be a session where I'd like to cover a little bit about your past, a little bit about what it is you do, and some of the stuff that you're really, really interested in. So I think let's kick off with a few sort of brief points about who it is you are, how it is you've gotten to where you are, and yeah, just the journey up until now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So just a general
brief
background.
background. Yeah. That's exactly it.
Yeah. Born and raised KZN.
Okay.
Matriculated about 2003. Didn't know what to do. Didn't know what was next in life. For some reason, I thought commerce was the way to go. So
Interesting.
I
Yeah.
ended up in Pretoria. Strangely enough, what brought me to Pretoria was that I wanted to. Yeah, there was a bit of a. I wanted to play soccer. I used to play soccer.
Okay.
So I thought, professional football. That's the way to go. That's how I landed in Pretoria, trying to chase the dream. 2003. So 2004. I played at Arcadia Shepherds. I played at Tuks. Got injured and thought, what's next? School. I went to the University of Pretoria. Stumbled across a flyer with politics. I had no idea you couldn't study politics. Started asking around, what is this? And then they told me, there's actually a BA in political studies and international relations. I was like, okay, I'd like to enroll. This sounds interesting. And then it turned out I couldn't because I didn't meet the criteria because I had conditional exemption at the time. I don't know if that's still applicable.
No, exemptions, exemptions and merits and that fun stuff.
Yeah. So, and then the one lady was kind enough to tell me that if you want to actually get a full exemption, why don't you go to UNISA and register XY courses, and then you can come back to us the following year. So I did that. So then I enrolled in UNISA, and then I started doing BA International Relations. And then at the end of that year, I'd fulfilled the criteria for full exemption, but then I sort of discovered that I can't afford to go to Tuks because it was just too expensive, and my mom was paying for my studies, and I thought, UNISA works, I've been doing it for a year, why not carry
Just stick it out, yeah.
And then that's the beginning of the journey, into where I am now.
All right.
So,
That's very interesting. So this politics, you stumbled into it, and what is some of the stuff that you'd come across as quite interesting to keep you going into it? Because I mean, you've converted that into a master's, and you're doing a few other things now. There's some stuff that you've done at Stellenbosch. So what's kept you interested in it?
Yeah. So I think for me the what sort of ignited and sort of sustained the interest in it was a course I did in second year undergrad called African Politics. And for me, I found that extremely fascinating, like the study of Africa, the politics of Africa, the African states, and why the states can't consolidate democracy, etc., etc. I started having my woke moments through that course.
I like that.
Yeah. So that's what sort of kept me going, and then just growing a love and a sort of passion for the continent and the affairs of the continent. I started taking interest in what South Africa was doing and how South Africa was involved, and it was quite an exciting time. The African Renaissance, Thabo Mbeki,
everything. That was a good time.
So that's what really sort of sparked the interest, and that sort of kept me going. And
it's kept you very interested up until now.
That's